Hello, belly. Hi, everyone. Let me just share that. How you doing? Here I am in Firenze. We're having a nice giro. Actually, let's go this way, down via dello studio. Scusami. Grazie. Ciao tutti. Hi guys, welcome. How you doing? There's an incredible view that I'm looking at now. Let's have a look up here. Eccoci. Can you see? Good morning, Shelley. Hi, Annette. Hi, Sue. Hi, Leslie. Look at that gorgeous view. Ciao, buongiorno, Sue. Ciao, Sue, darling. Good morning, Kelly. Ciao, Belly. Hi, darling. It's wonderful to see you all on another TJI Fridays in Firenze. So, ciao Bella Judy. Look at where I am. I want to show you. Eccola. Vedi? Can you see the view of the Duomo? Ciao tutti. Hello, Carolyn. So, for those of you who are new to our TGA Fridays, let me introduce myself. My name is Linda. I have been living in Firenze for 21 years. I'm originally from Australia, and I am a local tour operator and culinary guide. I'm a sommelier. So a lot of what I do is evolved around food and wine, and I also organised multi-day vacations all over Italy. And today we're going to talk about Carnivale. And here you can see I am actually on Via dello Studio, okay, the street of the studios. You know, it took over 300 years to build the fourth largest cathedral in the world. Good morning, Sharon. Hi, Carolyn. And so obviously, thank you, darling. So obviously, the amount of time that it took, there was many places around, hi Melissa, that were working on the cathedral, continuing to work on the cathedral. Hundreds and hundreds of years to construct all of the beautiful pillars and panels and statues that we can see that surrounds the beautiful cathedral. And here we can see one of the oldest botteghe. So this is actually still working on the Santa Maria del Fiore. Saint Mary of the Flower is the name of the cathedral, because the dome in the center is the inside of the flower, and there's little domes that surround that centerpiece. Okay, and so it's called Santa Maria del Fiore, Saint Mary of the Flower. And here we are on Via dello Studio. And this is a workshop that is still working on restoring a lot, and remaking as well, a lot of the original statues and panels for the cathedral. If you can see in the corner, or maybe with the reflection you can't see so well, but there's a fireplace in the corner. So you see, before there was any of this electric equipment, they used to have to solder everything using fire. And you can see the original workshop that has been here since the time of building the cathedral, okay? So since the 13th century. And here we can see that gorgeous cupola by our wonderful Brunelleschi. And let's have a look at the church. We'll take a nice walk around, and we're actually, it's hard to realize because we're in a pandemic that we actually are in Carnival season. So what Carnivale actually means is after La Befana, it's a time before Lent where a lot of festive moments take place. Most of what we know about, of course, is really Venice. So in Venice, they actually have beautiful masquerade balls, and you can see their beautiful costumes. If you go online, you can see a lot of it right now from years past. Unfortunately, this year again, they won't be actually having many events at all in Venice, but you can see from the past these beautiful carnival masks. And so it was kind of a way before Lent to kind of go crazy, you know, be a little bit gluttonous. And that's why every area has their own type of sweets. And in Firenze, in Tuscany, we have Schiacciata alla Fiorentina, Fritelle di Riso, and Cenci. So I'm going to show you those delicious sweets. But first, look where I'm standing. I'm standing right at the cathedral. And here in front of me, you can see the bell tower by Brunelleschi, which was built in 1344. Can you believe it? 1344. Look how, thank you, Carolyn. Look how quiet it is. My gimbal looks a little bit uneven. Okay. It's very, very quiet. Let's have a look around. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it incredible that I am walking around the cathedral at 3 in the afternoon and it is so quiet? So we're going to walk all the way around the facade. We'll arrive in Piazza Duomo. Can you see all the panels that surround the bell tower? They were the panels that they were working on still at the workshop that we just left. So they're redoing and restoring a lot of the panels. These panels on the base part, we call this bell tower Giotto's bell tower. Unfortunately, he designed it, but he never saw the end product. But the base, we can see, was by Giotto, and the actual design. Here we are in Piazza Duomo, where we can see the facade and the baptistry. Look how beautiful it is. Let me just stand here so you can see, get a good view. There's a few people in the piazza. Not very many. And here we can see a beautiful... It's a really gorgeous day. It's not cold at all. It feels like spring. People sitting outside at cafes. It's very, very warm for February. Oh, and then we get a good view of the cupola by Brunelleschi. Yes, I know. I was thinking the same thing, Carolyn, how much we miss travelling. Can't wait to start travelling again. This is what's, I think, what we miss the most, the memories, the interaction, and meeting people and tasting new foods. Yeah, it's hopefully soon, hopefully very, very soon. So we're taking this strategic road, which is called Via Roma, okay? So this is the street to Rome. You know, as they say, all roads lead to Rome. This one actually does. If we walked all the way along here miss you too, darling, for hundreds and hundreds of kilometres, we would eventually arrive in Rome. First, we will pass the Ponte Vecchio, so that's the old bridge that was built centuries ago to cross over, and it was an industrial road that basically led all the way south towards Roma, Bella Roma. And now we're going to walk towards the oldest cafe in the city, which is called Gilli, that has been in Firenze since 1733. So the cafe is very, very beautiful. We're going to walk inside. Hi, Gina. Ciao. Let me just show you the beautiful array of desserts. I'm sure you can see it. So you can see the little clowns for Carnivale. And here we can see the Cenci. and the Fritelle di Riso, okay? So they're like, it's like a donut, a sugary donut ball made with a rice flour. This one is called Cenci. So some of you probably know it as crostoli, because we call it crostoli. In Australia, we call it crostoli because of the Calabrian dialect, maybe. But in Firenze, they call it cenci. Cenci means little rags, basically. And here, this historical cafe. Look how beautiful it is. It's a great place to come for aperitivo and enjoy a Negroni. Yeah, I know, Leslie, I just love talking about food. And here we can see the beautiful windows of Gilli Cafe. So here is the outdoor area where one can enjoy coffee, aperitivo, and have a look how beautiful it is. Ciao! And so if we think back to 1733, this was, well, actually, when Gilli moved into Piazza della Repubblica, it was when Firenze was capital. So there was this, you know, the king's arrival brought a lot of really delicious flavors into the city. He was coming from Torino, which is was the main place of chocolate. So all of these yummy, delicious flavors started to come into the city, and these beautiful cafes. So many of them, as we call them, are historical cafes. And this is another one that you can see here called Paskovsky. And it was actually once a birreria. It was a place where you could enjoy beer, which was kind of an exotic thing hundreds of years ago. Let's walk over here. Yeah, there are quite a few people around, Gina. You're right. It's busier than usual. It is actually busier than usual. To make you feel at home, the Hard Rock Cafe. But you see, this was actually a historical theatre. Look how beautiful the interior of the Hard Rock Cafe is. It was a theatre, a cinema, where you could order cocktails and you could walk into the movies and enjoy cocktails. Wouldn't that be amazing if you could do that now? Rather than buying cocktails and bonbons, but you could do that too. You could buy a spritz and walk into the cinema and enjoy a spritz, watch the movie, have a little snack. Ecco, so I'm making my way towards the Via dei Tornabuoni, one of the most beautiful streets in Florence, so that we can stop into Forno top and have a look at some of the delicious desserts, and I can show you the Schiacciata alla Fiorentina. Let's walk down this way. There's a lot of restoration going on in the city. You can see that Firenze is really a walking museum. Most of the buildings in the historical centre are like works of art. If you look all the way down the end, we can see Piazza Da Vansati. It's a palace that is actually a tower and was built in the 12th century, in the Middle Ages. And here, as I turn right next to my office, you can see beautiful stores and the Palazzo Strozzi. The Palazzo Strozzi that was built in 1469. Look at it, it's a work of art by a master architect called Michelozzi. It is a work of art. And this takes us all the way down to, look how beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to take you to one of my favorite bakeries, which is called Forno Top. It belongs to a husband and wife duo, and they make a lot of their products are original recipes. However, the original recipe of the Schiacciata alla Fiorentina, which is like an orange sponge cake with a sprinkle of sugar powder. Sometimes it's filled with a chantilly cream. Oh, I want to show you this installation over here. One second. Sometimes it's filled with a chantilly cream. It tastes really delicious, but it used to be made. Now it's an original recipe from the Middle Ages, so from the 12th century, because this was the season where you would kill the pig to make sausages and to keep all of the meat for the year. So you would use the fat to make the Schiacciata alla Fiorentina. So it was actually originally cooked with a lard. It no longer really is. They use olive oil usually or butter, okay? But that was the original recipe. So the Carnivale has been going on for centuries. This is a typical festa, a feast, seasonal feast time in Italy. And now we're going towards, oh, here you can see the Giorgio Armani store. Look at all the scooters. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's a lot of people have arrived in to the city centre on their scooters because it's very warm. If, however, it was raining, we wouldn't see all of these scooters. Okay, so here we go. First I want to show you a wine window, and then we're going to go into the Forno Top. Allora, here we are, just on the corner of the Via delle Belle Donne, the street of the beautiful women. And here we can see a wine window, okay? So the wine window was a way where you could buy wine after hours. So remember that we're surrounded by the hills of Chianti, and that one of the major, well, still today, a major economy is actually Chianti wine. So they would sell their wine in the restaurants, wine bars, and also directly through these little wine windows, okay? So we have hundreds of little wine windows around Firenze. Now, I'm going to take you into Forno Top, and we're going to taste Via delle Belle Donne. Isn't that a great name? The street of the beautiful women. And here we are. Let me just show you this cute forno. Aspetta. Allora, here we are at Forno Top Forno. We're going to go inside. Hopefully my Wi-Fi will work. If it doesn't, I'll just have to come out a little bit. I want to show you the Cenci. And I want to show you the Schiacciata alla Fiorentina and the Fritelle. Okay, so these are all the desserts that we have in season now. So from the 7th of December until Lent. And this is our carnival season. A moment to be gluttonous before Lent, when you kind of stop having sweets and you start to kind of just, you know, have that little Passover until Easter. So we're going to taste. Now, these delicious cenci that are actually a fried biscuit, and cenci means like a rag, okay? See, they kind of look like these little pieces, thin pieces that are fried, and then a little bit of delicious sugar. You brought us there one year at Christmas time, and they showed us how they make panettone. Yes, exactly. You see, he makes, ciao Bella, he makes the panettone. The owner makes a delicious panettone. And here we can also see it says Nostra Produzione. So they make everything on site. È buonissimo, veramente buono. If you go onto my YouTube channel, you can actually see the video of the owner making the panettone. And here we can see a little bit of frittelle di riso. Come sono buoni. So I'm going to get a 2 or 3 frittelle di riso. I'm going to get a cenci. And I'm going to get a little slice of schiacciata alla Fiorentina. So I can show you what they're like. Frittelle. Sometimes I have them with apple. This one actually looks like it's maybe with apple. Look at all the yummy. I don't want to go too far away from the door because I don't want to go offline. But look at the delicious breads. You know, in Firenze, we don't actually have any salt in our bread. It's just a typical regional bread that, you know, we're inland. Salt was very scarce, so it was not really used with the bread in Florence. But any bakery that you visit, you can actually buy the different breads from other regions. So the flavors actually change. The bread from Puglia, Sicilian bread, the bread from Naples. It all tastes very, very different. So yeah, this is the beauty of our bakeries, that also they use a lot of ancient grains, a lot of original Italian grains, where the carbs are actually good for you. It's a harder wheat. Look at this cake is called pan de ramerino. And it is actually a medieval recipe that is made with raisins and rosemary. Look how delicious that looks. Let's wait till the girl comes back and we're going to get some. So these are just some of the delicious flavors that you can enjoy when you're in Florence. We actually have a wonderful food tour where we come into the Forno top and we meet the beautiful owner, like Judy was saying, that we meet the baker, and we have a chance to actually taste a lot of these yummy things. Now I'm going to get some for you to see, and I'm going to taste them. I wish that you were here with me to taste them. Oh, I want to show you something really funny. Have you ever found a bakery that sells wine? Look at that. Our bakeries even sell wine. Isn't that great? You can buy wine everywhere in Italy. Wherever you are, you can buy wine. Cara, mi dai un paio di frittelle, per favore? Un paio di cenci e un pezzetto di schiacciata. Se mi lo metti in un vassoino che lo assaggio qui. Ah, non posso. Posso assaggiarlo qui? Posso? Sì, così, ok. I was just asking this gorgeous girl if I could taste them here, because really everything that we have to do now is take away. Grazie, Bellina. Grazie. Yeah, sì, fammi una porzione. So look how beautiful this schiacciata is. It's made with orange sponge cake. Grazie, cara. Poi non ho portato soldi. Quando esco dall'ufficio passo di qua e ti pago e prendo un po' di pane anche. Thank you, darling. Grazie mille. I forgot to bring money. My office is just close by. So when I'm leaving, I'll come over here and I'll buy some bread. And, you know, we typically visit the baker every day. So we buy what's fresh every day. Let me show you the cenci, the schiacciata alla Fiorentina, and the frittelle. Ma questi sono fatti con mele? Questi frittelle? Ah, so they're actually made with apple. They're so good. I'm going to eat this one just for you. Buonissimo. Thank you for joining me, guys. You can join me next Friday. Next Friday we're going to visit Alessandro at his street food panineria, and we're going to take a nice walk around the area close to Santa Croce. So I look forward to seeing you. Make sure that you click on to subscribe to my newsletter so you can find out more information about what's going on around Florence. And I can't wait until we can all travel again and to meet you in the city. Okay? Until then, take care, belly. Ciao. Tanti baci. Grazie.